Hello everybody, Jonathan Rayo here with Simplified Guitar, and in this lesson I'm going to be teaching you how to play the song In the Garden. This song was recommended by Patron Judy. Thank you, Judy, for your song suggestion. So what I'm going to do first is play all the way through the song, and then at the end I'll break it down and explain it in more detail. So make sure to stick around for that. For now, let's go ahead and play through the song.
Come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the sun of God discloses, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of His voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that He gave to me within my heart is singing, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. I'll stay in the garden with Him, though the night around me be falling, and He bids me go through the voice of woe, His voice to me be calling, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known.
All right, before I break this song down, if you would like to check out the chord chart for this song, you can click right up there to head over to my Patreon page. Now, for this song, we're going to be playing in the key of C. So we're going to be using the C chord. That's going to be our main chord that we're going to be going to. But then from there, we're also going to be using a C7, which is just like the C major. We're just going to be putting our pinky down on the 3rd fret of the G string to get to that C7. And then from there, we're going to be going to an F chord. And I'm using this F where we are barring the first fret of the B and E string, and then playing the rest of the B with our second finger on the G string, second fret, third finger on the third fret of the D string. And for this F chord, you want to make sure you're strumming from the D string down, so you're going to avoid the low E string and the A string for this chord. Okay, so that's our F. And then from there, we also have a G chord. We're going to be using a G7. So it's just like a G chord, like this, but we're going to take off our pinky from the third fret of the high E string, and we're going to put our first finger down on the first fret of that high E string. And that creates the G7. Sometimes if you want to, whenever that G is called, and in fact we do this in the chorus, we start off on that regular G with our pinky, and then from there we're going to go and kind of like walk down to that G7. Okay, so from a G major to a G7. Okay, and then let's see, from there we also have a D minor that's going to show up in that chorus as well. We also have an A minor in the verses. We have a D, traditional D, and then a D7. Okay, so from that D, to switch to the D7, we're going to put our second finger. So we're kind of have to switch the positions of our fingers. So here we have our first, second, third like this. To go to the D7, we're going to put our second finger up where it was on the second fret of the G string, and then our third finger on the second fret of the high E string. And that frees up our first finger to go down there to the first fret of the B string to make that D7. Something else to keep in mind for both of these Ds, we want to start our strumming on the D string. Okay, so for the F chords, anytime we play an F chord, anytime we play a D chord, whether it's D major or D7, we want to just strum from the D string down and not the low E or the A string for those. Okay? And I think that does it for the chords. Okay? So there's a lot of seventh chords thrown in there. And again, you just want to make sure that you're not, if a chord calls for not strumming a string, you don't strum the string. The C chord is another one you need to remember, C chord and the A minor. For those two, we want to avoid the low E string. So we're going to start our plucking or our strumming on the A string for the C chord and the A minor chords. Okay. And yeah, so that's everything for the chords. For the strumming, we're going to be doing a picking pattern, and as you've seen in my play along, I'm using my my fingers without a pick, and you can do this either way. You can use it with a pick if you want it to be louder, or you can just pluck with your fingers. And so basically what we're doing, what this strum pattern is, it's technically not finger picking, even though I'm using my fingers, but it's not really a finger picking pattern. This is still a strum pattern. I'm just using my fingers to strum. So this strum pattern is basically 3 beats. So for beat 1, we are just plucking a single string, and that's going to be the root note of the chord. So if I'm playing a C chord, that first pluck is on the A string, which is going to be my C note because I'm pressing down on the 3rd fret there. And then for beat 2 and 3, I'm going to be strumming the rest of the strings. Okay? So we have 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, I'm using my thumb, and I'm using the pad of my thumb to do this. Okay? Then at the end, after we do those 3 beats, I want to do an up strum to restart, basically. So I have 1, 2, 3, and. And for that and, I'm using my first finger and the pad on my first finger to create a nice soft up strum. Okay, so that way for this whole pattern, I'm using the pad of my thumb and the pad of my first finger on that up strum, and it creates a nice soft sound for this. Of course, you can do this whole pattern with a pick if you want to, and the same thing applies. We're plucking the root note on beat 1, and then strumming the rest on beat 2 and 3, and then strumming back up after beat 3. So that would be 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay, so you can do it however you want, with your fingers or with a pick. Okay, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this song. Some little additional things that you can do if you want to add some spice to the song is you can create some walks. So, for instance, whenever we have a, let's see, like in the chorus, we have that G, and then we go to a G7. And then from that G7, we go back to a C. And this would be a great place to do a walk where you can walk back up from G to C. So you can do basically you're creating the G note, and then you hit an open A, second fret of the A, and then third fret of the A, which is the beginning of your C chord. So you create a walk, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're back on that C. Okay, so basically that last measure of the G7, you're doing a walk back to the C. Okay, so we have G7, back up to that C. Okay, so it creates a nice little walk to go from G back to C. So anytime you have a chord that goes from G to C, that's a great thing, a little addition that you can do to add a little bit of flair to your playing. Okay? So yeah, best of luck with this song. If you do have any questions about how to play it, feel free to post any of your questions in the comment section of this post on my Patreon page. I do answer all of my patrons' questions. Again, you can click right up there to head over to my Patreon page. And until the next song tutorial, take care. Bye.